Alright, welcome to the start of a new anime review series. Unlike in the case of Black Summer, which yesterday, this one is just the first episode, per se. This only started just last week. Well, technically, the series is supposed to be released, according to I read a couple different sources, one was supposed to be July 11th, the other was supposed to be July 12th. But they released this 1 week early. So, look out if I read the first volume of the manga for this one. So, this is scooped up by an S-rank adventure party. The first episode is called Lloyd is Cast Out. The episode opens up with Lloyd mentioning he's been kicked out of the party. We do flashback of how we got here. Oh, by the way, this is now the 7th anime basically I've watched where the main character is part of some other party and then was kicked out. Though in the case of another anime, which I'm watching Saturday, which is about to wrap up, by the way, this will join the Saturday review schedule. Unlike that one he resigned. This one he actually kicked out. Due to the leader think he's useless. Basically, it's the same reason exception of banished from Hero Party. A lot of the time, basically, it's usually the party does it. In the case of banished to Hero Party, it was one of the other members. The Sage of the party did one. But I count that one purely because he is banished the party. Yes. So, just when we open that, we flash back to basically Lloyd when he first met his master. Well, looks like it's some ruins that they do explain of what happened here. Why. Oh, by the way, before I continue here, the series is made by Felix Film, which is only the second anime I've come across where they actually do the anime for it. The first one being Saving 8,000 to Go for My Retirement of the World. By the way, his master her name is Marilyn. Not Merlin, Marilyn. Yes. So, she finds him, gives him a hug, and proceeds to spend presumably the next several years training him in using fire, water, wind magic, even some healing magic as well. At one point, he basically touching a book like, oh, he might be the chosen one, maybe white mage. And we even have one point he goes out in the wild. He's forced to go in the wild and survive 1 week in the wild, which he comes back exhausted, but he survives. He eventually does start sporting the outfit you see if you watch the episode. The outfit you see, and we're also in the promotional images. He may have wore it basically when the episode first started, but it's about halfway through the episode he just randomly puts on that outfit that he wears, the white cloak that he wears with the arrows on the sides. Yes, that's when he decides to start wearing it when he's cleaning. And then, of course, he decides to just... Apparently, when it seems like he finished up his training, I'm not sure, where he basically is... Despite like he's doing stuff, even trying to sleep, basically, is mastering all these experiments. And then he just leaves without saying anything to her at all. He doesn't take a bag with him. He just goes on his own. By the way, he's even taught how to basically summon a staff with his magic. So then he is just in the city for a while. He gets broke after basically buying a piece of bread. Then by sheer randomness, a paper is flying around and he gets smacked in the face with it where an adventure party is looking for adventurers. So he joins up as a mage. And then the first mission he does okay with it, though he does use some healing magic. Then, after going through a few more missions, then eventually they have this whole thing where this is a mysterious golem, where he's attacking people, and the hero party led by a man named Alan. By the way, the members are... There's Alan, Lena, Maya, Lou, and Sina. Now, basically, you have Alan, who's the hero, who's a swordsman. We have one who's a sorceress, a archer, and a shield member. Yes, she uses a shield. Now, when they're in this particular cave, like, oh, this is where he uses, like, foresight, basically. So he finds out what the cave, where it is, where these golems are coming from. So, then, of course, they go in. You have Alan battling the golems. He immediately finds the caster and requests, basically, because he casts, basically, magic on her, he requests the archer fire an arrow at that particular. They refer to it as a demon, despite the fact it's basically looks like a human caster. Kills the caster. Has the sorceress take the staff. Apparently gets sealed, and then Alan, being an idiot, basically thinks that Lloyd is interfering, and basically thinks he's usurping him as a leader, which I think that's what he's thinking. And then, of course, eventually he does destroy the golem, and then right after this, Lloyd is kicked out of the party. Because I think he's magically lacking. I think he kicked him out purely because basically Lloyd is better leader and giving orders than he is. And the fact it's pointed out by the Shield member that he doesn't train. At all. And then, right after this, we also have Marilyn visited by a man named Will, this is where we get the explanation of what happened in the early part of the episode, after the cold open, where basically there was this woman named Sybil, where she cast a spell to revive people after a demon lord basically attacked this town, basically costing her life. So, and then, but we see earlier that's when we're after Lloyd, you get the paper smack in his face by the wind. Then he pops later to talk to her. And then right after this, he's at the Adventurers Guild, where he is asking to join a party, but they got White Mage. And then just by sheer coincidence, we have this woman in pink. Excuse me. Now, I'm trying to figure out who this woman is. Is it, because... let's see. Yeah, Yuri, that's her name. Yeah, that's basically her. Where a girl, they only have her name, but this actually is the character Yuri. Where she's talking to the receptionist, and we also see we do see a wall with paper with like quests, but he doesn't take those quests because he's looking for a party to join first. And then of course she is basically requesting for a White Mage. They really need a White Mage for the party, and then eventually, oh, he's a White Mage, he's available. And she asks, like, are you by any chance a White Mage? You're like, yes, come with me. And that's how the episode ends. Really good first episode. I actually really enjoyed this one. Mm-hmm. Now, this is not the first this happened. So, this, unlike in the case of Registered Hero, where there is an episode come for that one, which is 12. This one, it is no confirmed episode count, but next one is going to be another one where no confirmed episode count, and it's also another one where it does not have, it was where it was released early. So, the next one is another new anime, and also it's only one episode. After that, then I'll watch my next eventual watching anime, which I'll reveal that. So, next one's going to be a quite interesting one. I first saw images of this one, so I figured, why not check it out? Yep. We'll probably get a chance to meet the rest of this S-rank party, this party that Yui is part of. I had to look up this woman's name because all I know is just this mysterious pink-haired girl. Oh, this is Yuri. This is who this is. Because I saw her name on there. So, we'll find out about this party next episode. Surprisingly, right now, there is no title for next week's episode, per se. You're like, really? None? Yeah. By the way, the writer who wrote the original light novels for the series, he also did one called "I Became a Legend After My 10-Year-Long Stand." Yeah, he wrote that, but unlike in the case of this one, which was this one definitely adapted from anime. The other one, they haven't adapted yet. Nope, they have not. But this one should be interesting. I just mainly, now, why in the world did I pick this one to watch? I saw it pop up on Crunchyroll, so looked up basically, I saw his name. Ooh, Scuba Adventure. That looks like an interesting title. I was like, okay, I'm interested. Even if yes, it's not one of these banished and party things, but looking forward to watching the rest. Okay? So, I'll see you next video. Bye.